A question I'm often asked by teachers is, how do I explain the rules of an activity to young children who don't speak English? Do I explain in English or in their mother tongue? This question always reminds me of playing Monopoly. By the time you set the game up with all its pieces and read the endless instruction manual and you're finally ready to actually play the game, you're either completely bored or it's time to go to bed. It's the same in setting up an activity for young language learners. If you spend too long explaining the rules, whether you explain them in English or in the native language, you risk losing their attention. So here are my top tips in explaining game rules to preschool language learners. Number 1. Choose an activity that is quick to teach and simple to play. If you can't explain the game in a few seconds, don't play it, because you risk children getting distracted and wandering off before you actually finish explaining the rules. 2. Keep the general rules to a maximum of 3 or 4. Any more and children just get confused. 3. Explain game rules using minimum language. A few key words are more effective than long sentences. 4. Be theatrical. Don't just rely on verbal communication to explain game rules. Help children's comprehension by using your body language, your tone of voice, and obviously your facial expressions to guide them. 5. Test drive. Give children a couple of times to try out the game before actually playing it for real. This gives you the chance to see if everyone has understood the rules. 6. If in need, translate. If you see children are getting confused, help them by incorporating a few key words in their native language. I think it's much more important to actually play the game and practice key language rather than waste time insisting on explaining the rules exclusively in English. 7. Play the activity with enthusiasm and a smile. If children see you enjoying it, they will too. So that's it for now. Happy teaching, and remember, be theatrical!